Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. So I seem to have a problem with my rear upper fender mount breaking on my little sporty chop. This is the second attempt that I've had, and this is the second time it's broken. I think this one, it had a really just crappy weld on it, and it looked like it had a bit of tension. So between the two of those things, it's eventually gonna snap off. So yeah, today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a rear fender recalculation. I will be rebuilding another fender mount from scratch, kind of like a dog bone looking thing with slightly thicker bits of metal than this. And we will hopefully be attaching that with no tension on any of the mounts, so the fender can just rest in peace on the bike. And yeah, hopefully that won't snap off as easily. All right, so before we get into that, I did figure out the 3D printed air filter. It was actually a lot easier than I expected. No screws, no nothing. There's two different materials being used here. We have a TPU gasket, if you will, like a soft, squishy outer ring here. These guys. And those just go around a PETG filter element. This thing, if you are into 3D printing or whatever, you can print prints without sidewalls, which is what happened here. And that gives you kind of like a filter element sort of a thing. So there we go. You don't actually need screws because these can just kind of snap together like that. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. There we are. I've been doing short rides around town on this thing or with this thing or whatever, and so far so good. It seems to not soak up the oil like a paper filter does. These guys tend to like have oil in them and then they're soaked and that's it. It's like a wet rag or something. This being hard plastic, the oil either gets sucked up into your motor or drips out of the thing. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, early prototyping, so far so good. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the rear fender getting back together again. Third time's a charm. All right, so here's what I got. This thing broke off right on the weld here, which really sucks. This was kind of made in a hurry right before or something. I think right before VCR or I forget what. Oh shit. Anyway, what we got instead are these little bushings. They, at the hardware store in the nuts and bolts aisle, they sell steel bushings that are zinc coated. So you can hit them with a torch, burn it off, and then hit them with a little wire wheel. So they're just nice and bare metal. We got two of those bushings here, and then just a tiny little piece of like 3/8 or whatever that is, right in between. And then I figured that I could have a bar coming off of, and perhaps that would have a little bit better vibration protection. Here's where I'm gonna leave it for tonight. The sun is setting pretty quickly out there. So here's as far as we got. But yeah, this fucking little thing, I just need to do some cleanup and grinds and maybe a little better weld. Here's where we're at. Got this piece for the fender and a nice chunky bar to connect it to the frame. So one of the reasons I wanted to build this by hand was just to practice kind of more intricate welding. And then also I wanted to change the kind of just the angle of how it got mounted to the cross piece in the frame. That's kind of a weird way. Let me show you what I mean. So if we were standing at the side of the bike, looking into the bike with a bit of X-ray vision or whatever, we have the fender, and then we have this cross beam for the frame. And the old mount was mounted kind of straight up and down, just like this. And in my opinion, I think that that was part of the problem. It was only welded up here. And with all the vibration going up and down, that weld eventually snapped here. So the new version, there's the fender. Oh, shit. Here's the cross frame. The new one comes out and lands right underneath. So instead of being like 9 o'clock, it's now going to be mounted at 6 o'clock. And then in addition to that, I've got welds on both sides of everything and not just the one side. So, plus I think the up and down, I'm hoping maybe might be a little bit easier because it's pushing itself into the frame rather than pulling away from the frame like this. We'll see. Anyway, it's on there, it's welded, and we're good to go. Let's maybe take it for a test ride or something. Thanks for watching.